Ebusia Ghana so aye she. I say President Donald Trump ne Ghana e wa asebo. Hey, enya sabkito. After said deportation by na Ghana din wo mu no. Osan so e the tariffs bia ba wo ene Ghana de sesi ade aso hye de aka ye gidigidi pa enya sabkito. Aha, let's talk ghtrends and any first time I pop into a video, make sure to subscribe. Ama me no click your notification bell on for latest updates on follow Facebook. As let's talk ghtrends and at TikTok also as let's talk ghtrends video. I'm a for share any comments be on. Now where your comment section ho edi amame. Ebusia President Donald Trump the feel so wo ban na ban mu. Hey, on funny man go from deportation. Me dey be so mo kwa so see US aid we twam. See no countries ni bia so an ye hye. Ena no pa we hye. Nimra wo de aba ne se wo de 10% tariff ato eye importation so me tremu a tariff no kwa wo bebuza me say eye eye tax a da so say e bia me Ghana me di koko e ko US se me di koko ni ko US 10% e da me so se metia hey eye sam kito wenti right now no ni no pa kire say wo hu untimi a fa onioma niensi yemfa ye ho because already na nkasa in US for no mo pese o mo kire say o mo no omutimi yo omonioma they can live without us. Hey!
American steel workers, auto workers, farmers, and skilled craftsmen. We have a lot of them here with us today. They really suffered gravely. They watched in anguish as foreign leaders have stolen our jobs, foreign cheaters have ransacked our factories, and foreign scavengers have torn apart our once beautiful American dream. We had an American dream that you don't hear so much about. You did 4 years ago. And you are now, but you don't too often, and for many years and decades even, you didn't hear too much about. Our country and its taxpayers have been ripped off for more than 50 years, but it is not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen. In a few moments, I will sign a historic executive order instituting reciprocal tariffs on countries throughout the world. Reciprocal, that means they do it to us and we do it to them. Very simple, can't get any simpler than that. And I say that, friend and foe, and in many cases the friend is worse than the foe in terms of trade. But such horrendous imbalances have devastated our industrial base and put our national security at risk. I don't blame these other countries at all for this calamity. I blame former presidents and past leaders who weren't doing their job. They let it happen, and they let it happen to an extent that nobody can even believe. That's why, effective at midnight, we will impose a 25% tariff on all foreign-made automobiles.
Just a way you wake up call at the Africans, any even other countries or muake na nienti Donald Trump ASID way no medi munchiemu ebebrew na emom ni yenkotie ono ananu masem a ode kan sesia no ode tariffs atoto amaman importation to the US eso.
At the same time, we will establish a minimum baseline tariff of 10%. You notice that on the chart, and that'll be on other countries to help rebuild our economy and to prevent cheating. That promise was made, and it was also a promise, as you know, that was kept. I call this kind reciprocal. This is not full reciprocal. This is kind reciprocal. But what we do is we cut it in half. We charge them. My answer is very simple. If they complain, if you want your tariff rate to be zero, then you build your product right here in America, because there is no tariff if you build your plant, your product in America. Companies coming in like we've never seen before. Likewise, to terminate your own tariffs, drop your barriers, don't manipulate your currencies. They manipulate their currencies like nobody can even believe, which is a bad, bad thing and very devastating to us, and start buying tens of billions of dollars of American goods. Tariffs give our country protection against those that would do us economic harm, and many people were looking to do us economic harm. Maybe not so obviously, but they were doing tremendous economic harm. $61 billion started on a big plant going up. But Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader, appreciate it, Mike, John Thune have been fantastic, by the way. But they've been working tirelessly on taking the next step to pass the plan for our One Big Beautiful Bill. I'd like to name it that if you can. One Big Beautiful. I made that statement about 6 months ago, and everybody calls it One Big Beautiful Bill. And it will be that. It'll have everything, the big tax cuts and every incentive there is. It's going to set us on a whole new prosperous path. We're going to cut. We're approaching our 100th day as president and have been given credit by a lot of people, actually. Even some of the fake news, can you believe it? Which in this case, hopefully isn't fake, for having done more in that time than any other administration in the history of our country in the first 100 days. I think we've had an amazing, in terms of what we've done, what we've gotten accomplished. I'd like to see if we can get that war ended and another war from not starting in the Middle East. That's a nice group of people. But I won't like them so much if they don't get this bill. It's going to be Liberation Day in America, and it's going to be a day that hopefully you're going to look back in years to come and you're going to say, you know, he was right. This has turned out to be one of the most important days in the history of our country. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nia Donald Trump yes ade we ya or see or the 10% atototo na even Ghana we are even fortunate. Other countries face about 50%. Enya some people enya agorokra na o di there's an any abrepa or same. I had to say over the years, yeah, other countries, you know, yen nyina ye ebu US sebi kwase a ene say ye de niema eba omuma beton a tax bia nhye da na ye so sa say kakra bi ba omo ba beton omo dia na chese ye kukuru dia to omo so say bam ana o say sa enti ne tariff ni din e de reciprocal tariff na chese nia wo de yeme no enu bi na me so me de be ye wo we do me I do you enti se sia no se first no na moba na 1% na da muso a wo se 10% say na Ghana edit 17% ene to so ma US for no ana se sia o mo say o the 10% abeto so any other countries dey se sia obi aso aye hye na China, India, which is Japan, ehemfa Malaysia, ehemfa just UK kura no o maso aye hye just enya sem keto akwa because Trump said this time around the also so niam so mo ba e na mo mantimi anya hwe ono de na ban mu idie eye do me I do you face me I face you onu obia emedi agokra na saa de we na ene emebesi comment bia bani boss wa na me ka se ampa o because se Ibrahim Traore eti ni kuro mu sisi ase onji hwi wo obi ho obeyisi omaina nioma e de aye ade bia Ghana yesu ye betimi aye because ye kokoo no sebi ye de komankofo wei na o mato wo mu kuro mu ho omuto wi a na o ma process na o ma beton amaye at higher prices adenti na wo say basa adenti gold ye de ko no mo de akoye akọ process e de aye jewelries ne nioma expensive stuff no mo de abrayen ni aton at higher prices e wa hanim say meanwhile kokoo no ye wa ha ya we gold ni etu wa ha ya o enti ye ntimi nye ya ade na ya nkasa ye mfa nye bibi ana sesi ade ne na de eda ho no there's a business na eba be say na asemba kwa me be ka ne say sesi a omampanyin John Dramani Mahama ababa be yi levy free ho or de taxes betting tax ne ade nyina wo se we ye free we anke ne kra no transactions aya ye nyina ska bia tax bia na fi ene say ene Donald Trump so de 10% tariffs ababa to so say would you goods eba US bia ene na de eda ho twen wo no mede mani edi ensem na chief seminim se Donald Trump de or the niema bebre na beba mede ni nyina megada na mede ababe so mo me ka also be follow Facebook as let's of ghtrends and TikTok so as let's of ghtrends video we amafofo abehye medin edi na naked santo makram